Well. So, still working on my tiny house. I got a lot done today. Been trying to get a lot of stuff done today, and I'm going to start showing you me working in here because you haven't seen me working here yet. So, so I'm Soundful. My name is Samuel T. Robertson IV. I'm building a shed to tiny house, and this is where I got so far. I got a lot of work to do. I'm still working on getting some stuff done. Um, Budget coming in and out, so as I get paid, I do more stuff here. And basically, I'm renting to own this shed. It is 12 feet by I believe it's like 30 feet. I could probably measure later on, but 12 feet by 30. Everybody tells me that when they come see it, they go, I thought it would be smaller, but it's I kind of got what I could get with my credit. So anyway, if you haven't been going with me, I'm kind of give you an update of what's going on. So everything right now, all my music and everything's on one big old thing, but I kind of like try to give my fans what I'm doing right now. Um, Started wanting a tiny house because I like tiny houses. I lived in them a few times, um, and I liked them. I never lived on one on a trailer, but really small little areas. Spent some time in Japan. Never lived in an apartment that was real small like that, but got used to it visiting a lot of friends over there. So I'm going to show you a little bit what's going on here, what I've been working on today. And this place is atrocious. If you already watched my video, you already know this atrocious. I'm showing you what I'm working on, but when I get done, hopefully it looks really nice and you'll agree with me. So this is the doors. I want to put French doors in, but a friend told me don't worry about doing French doors because what's the ends of the barn door. So you can't tell it's a barn door, but on the other side it's a barn door. She said make it look like a barn door and it's in. Puts a little paint on it or whatever. However, I do want windows. I kind of want the ability to see out. I don't know why. And then but let me give you a little tour of the place so far, and you can kind of see what I'm working on now. All right, so we're gonna go ahead on and just do a 360. So this is the corner right here that I've been working on, taping and bedding. I'm not a real good taper and bedding, but this one came out pretty good. The other ones I had bubbles in it. My corners are pretty much coming in pretty good, and I still got to do 2 more coats of this. And then what I did was I kind of watched some people do it before, and what they were doing is you see this line after they paint it. I don't know if it's because of the paint but I saw YouTube and the guy, he's like, just texture the whole wall. So what I was doing is I get stuff on my hand, I just kind of wipe it on the wall, as you can tell. And I haven't etched this out, and I need to really get this to where it's streamlined. But this is pretty much where it's at. This is going to be the closet. You're not going to even be able to see this area. Hopefully there will be some polyurethane wood right here, some big doors that swing open, that I have all my son's clothes and my clothes in there, and our boots down here, or shoes. My son likes to wear shoes. I like to wear boots, and that kind of thing. So I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can kind of see. I'm going to move it over a little bit. So we installed this window right here. I got to fix this plug. I wired everything myself. Using codes and talking to master electricians and stuff like that, and buddies that are electricians come over, check my work. By trade, I'm a cable man, so I put cable in. So I kind of learned like how everything was put together, and then as a firefighter, we learned how things are put together and stuff. So but this right here is my networking cable. I just ran them through the wall. This is going to be a box. This is going to be sitting in the wall. And this, you're not going to see this cable sticking out, but I just went ahead and just reused this cable. And I'm going to be real mad if it doesn't work, but it's running through the walls. And so one's going to run over here. Well, I'll get over there. And then, but this is my wall. I did this today. I textured the walls and I painted them. I wanted something that made it look like Adobe, not Adobe, like plaster, because I like that real thick plaster. I love that look on the texture on the wall. I don't know why. And then I get in trouble in school. I always have to, not in school, but at home, I always was on punishment. So I always had to look at the wall. So the textures were really nice to look at. Yeah, I was probably out. So of course, reclaimed wood here. The ceiling is coming along. Like I put in the, I don't know if you can see the drop ceiling lights are in there. Let me go up a little bit. It probably blurs because drop ceiling light is a little bit in here. Me and my son installed these windows. Man, it was so hard because we didn't have the right tools. We had the old tools, but I jigsawed this out. But now I learned later on, I went and got a new jigsaw tool blade, and it beautiful cut through. But I didn't use this one. This one was so hard. My son was like, I don't ever want to help you again. And so I'm gonna put another 4x4 here, drop it down. This is gonna get stained. I don't know if I'm gonna put like the trim piece in there or not. Probably so. I don't know. Probably just leave it rusted. I don't know. Like I did it myself, DIY, and you can tell I did it myself in the conversation piece. And that's the window. They are energy efficient. I hear a lot of people talk about, oh man, they're not energy efficient. They're energy efficient. It is freaking hot in here when basically it's hot in here during the day, but for some reason it's bearable, but I still got an air conditioner. So but I'm gonna get a new one. I just got one in here now just to see what's going on. So the next thing we're gonna go to is oh yeah, and there's gonna be a little table right there. And what I'm gonna do is I want to have some wood that flops down, just go down the wall, and then it slide up, and then pretty much you'll be able to just like sit here. Only problem is with this, it's gonna be like, unless I make it to where it slides out like this, it's not gonna be a lot of room for someone to sit here. But I'll probably make a bracket or something for it slides out and sits here. And the idea is to have a little breakfast nook or a work area for my son, or just a chill spot or whatever, or I don't know, just to sit and work. But it's probably gonna have to come out and slide up, and then I'm gonna turn off the power tools because there's no reason to have it. I gotta fix this right here. I'll fix it. I learned how to fix it. Did it on accident, but you can actually fix that stuff. All right, so keep it on going. I went with the rustic wood. That's the old air conditioner, my mom's old air conditioner. It's just slapped in there just to see if it would work, because I didn't even know if it was going to work before I start putting the trim around here and all that kind of stuff. And I have to take all these facades off and put it in there. I still yet to have gotten insulation up here yet, but I'm going to be getting insulation up there. But we're going to be getting the tin that goes up there, the corrugated steel that goes up there, like on the roof and stuff like that. So going down this way, next part of the house is I got lights that are going in. If you never checked my YouTube, we got lights that's coming in. Oh yeah, I forgot to say something. Hold on, let me go back. All right, so right about here, you look down there. There we go. So there are gonna be stairs here. Well, there's gonna be one stair here that you can step on. It's probably gonna shoot out to probably equivalent to here, maybe a little bit further out. And then it's gonna, probably gonna definitely come out because you gotta dodge this thing. And then it's gonna be a stair that comes up here, a stair that comes up here, and finally a stair to get you up there. And then the same thing up here. It's gonna be some stairs to come up, and then it's gonna basically you can walk up and you'll come into the cubby holes up in here. So up in there. To go back in there. And then on the other side, I'll get to where the ladder's going to be. But so it's also going to be a spot where you can put stuff. It's going to be cubby holes everywhere. So all right. So now we skip that. Go back over to here. Make sure it's in shot. All right. So this here is going to be the entertainment system. I got these crates. They're not drilled down. They're not. But I'm going to stain them, paint them. This is going to be on polyurethane, and this is all reclaimed. This little cut right here, I'm going to probably cover it or just leave it. I don't know, depending on how the TV sits. I have a very big projector TV. Bad boy's going to probably come up all the way here, which I really don't care because down here it's going to be kind of nifty. Me and my son both play the piano. Make sure you can see that. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. These here are going to be stained. Dark brown, hopefully to match this a little bit. And then the piano is going to be here. And if you see, these are recessed a little bit. And then piano is going to be on hinges on a board. And the board's going to be all polyurethane. And it's going to come up and slide up. And then it's going to have like these locks. Probably going to be, I things here. I'm probably gonna get hardware, or it's gonna be like little legs that you fold out and sit down on the ground that you have to unlatch or something. But and then you'll be able to play the piano, and then you'll be able to close it up. Now down here will be things like the charging stations for devices, cubby holes to put stuff into. I haven't decided if you're going to be able to see in there or not. I haven't decided that. I know there's going to be a computer down here because the computer's going to be put to the television for like a media center slash chill station. We already got the wireless remote and everything. Soundboard here is already entertainment system. So that's the living space over there if you've already figured it out. So I'm working on the pallets, and that ladder is not going to be there. But I'm going to kind of move the camera a little bit so you can kind of see what's going on over here. Okay, so I'm working on those pallets. This is going to be the living area right here. And Bear is down there eating. This is like, she's like living in here right now because she has puppies. And the puppies are over in that corner when I first started talking. But this is going to be, these pallets are going to be down here. And this is going to be here. It's basically this right here is going to be over there where all these tools are. And then it's going to kind of be like where you can lay down. I do want to put some hinges on it to where I can fold it up a little bit. And then put hinges on another side over here. And we'll have another one, and then where it folds out, and it'll literally fit kind of in this cubby hole. If you're wondering why these pallets are here, these pallets are going to be my walls. So, but you're not going to be able to see the pallets because you're only going to see it's drywall. Because I'm going to use this as a place to stick my drywall. I'm going to use basically studs to reinforce with this already here to make this real sturdy. And I'm pretty much going to drill it onto the floor where the joist, where basically the thing that holds the floor up. I'm drilling down to it, and I'm using the 4x4s. And this over here is the bathroom. So these stack side by side right now. But this is going to go on top of there, and then this will be my wall. It's going to have like electricity coming through. It's going to have an on and off switch right here. So we're going to take care of that so that way the on and off switch is there. And then next thing we're going to do is, oh yeah, and then the bathroom, the toilet's going to go pretty much where she's at. Then beside it, it's going to be a sink. And my friend gave me that thing there. Then if you look over here, I'm going to move it around. This I've been storing up there, that ladder. But my friend was able to get me a stand-up shower. So that's the shower. My son was trying to sleep in here, and I declined him. He couldn't because I was like, if you want to camp in here, that's fine. But you can't just straight up live in here. So he was trying to live in here. So, but that's why his shirt's in here. And he's like, he had his shirt in up there, and I just hung it up there. But the piano's down there, and then the thing he was laying on is something we're gonna cut up. A friend gave it to me, and we're gonna cut it up and basically turn it into stuff for the couch. And then I'm gonna order pillows online from wherever I can get them the cheapest. But it's going to be like a stand-up shower in there. And I haven't decided if I'm going to do a rain shower or if I'm just going to do what I'm used to. It's basically a shower bolted to the wall. And then you unhook it and you can like use it for whatever. Like put it wherever you want. I'm so used to like shower, moving the thing around or whatever. So it'll probably be in there. But it'd be cool if you had two heads like this. So I'm really contemplating putting a dual shower head and maybe even three. But so this plug over here, it's gonna be like a switch for the lights in here, as well as the exhaust fan. So I might end up porting that off and moving it, but pretty much it's gonna. I was thinking about moving it over here, but. So as we move along on our little tiny house tour. Up there, tiny house to shed. It's gonna be where my son sleeps. I'm not letting him sleep there. I'm I'm a certified firefighter, but I'm a certified volunteer firefighter, training for firefighter volunteer, and for professional firefighters, or it's the same. Fire doesn't know. So, but anyway, he can't sleep up there because there's no egress up there. So You know, so if anything was to happen down here, he would have the window up there. So I haven't gotten the window, so he can't sleep up here. Plus, I'm not gonna let him sleep in here anyway. You know, without having adequate. You know, everything needs to be like all these. Everything needs to be. He's 17, so I mean 16, so I mean he can take care of himself. But I still want everything to be up to par in case he has friends come over or something. So we're both going to be living here, but he kind of wants his, you know, he's at the age where he wants his space. So I'm moving this back to show you this loft up here. So as I was saying, that these here, I'm going to stain these bad boys. So they're going to be stained. And then I'm going to replace this floor. I'm going to go ahead and add to it up there. Recessed lights are going in. So these are my recessed lights that I'm getting for the living room. These, unlike the other ones, are actually dimmable. I have two of them, and basically they're actually dimmable. So I'm going to wire them into where there's going to be one like here, and then there's going to be like a little. They're going to be in like their own little box, so you can kind of see this recess. But at the same time, you still get this open feel and see the ribs of it. And then I want to have Christmas lights going in and out of there, so that it kind of gives you like a little bit of a, I don't know, like a relaxing feeling. And my guitar is going to hang over here, and then I'm going to have a microphone set up over here too, and probably be where I like do my live shows at or something. If not the bathroom, the bathroom's going to be soundproof, so you could blow it up if you want to, if you know what I'm talking about, or you can sing in there. But the other one will come up here, and then I'm going to run the wires for it and get the dimmable switch. And I'm going to decide where I'm going to put the switch at, but it's probably going to be on this wall here. So it'll go up, and then it'll probably come down from that switch over there. World switch over there is going to be my main, basically, hub or whatever, and come back down over here. And then it's going to go into a box, and then the other box is going to go through, the other line's going to go through to that box. And over there, against that back wall, it's going to probably be like a really cool painting. Either painting I painted or painting that someone else painted, I don't care. It's going to be a painting up there. The center, right here, I'm hoping to maybe get one Edison light bulb or something, and have it upside down to where it can like show some contrast along this. So that'd be awesome. And up there in mine is gonna be a place where a window so you can get out too. So swinging around, we don't get sick. That's the east side of the shower, and then of course down here I have these. And what's gonna happen is these are gonna get stacked. I'm gonna drill them into the floor down there. This is going. But this one doesn't have a the other one has like a 4x4 basically, so it's kind of easy to drill. This one doesn't. So I'm going to go ahead on and make a 4x4 and cut one up where it sits. And then what's going to happen is this is going to come up and sit. There we go. Up here like this. And that's what the other wall is going to look like. And it's going to have soundproof insulation in it. It's going to come all the way up to here. And the other ones need to be cut to fit up there. So that's why, pretty much. And I haven't did the plumbing yet. So all I'm going to do is put the walls in up for this. And the walls and back over here that I'm about to show you. So you won't see this as I was saying. All you're going to see is we have 4x4 coming up and frame out the door. And then it's going to be drilled to the floor here. And then come up, and then there's another one that's come up here and right here. So, and then it's going to, this wall is just going to be like a facade, just so you have privacy in the bathroom. One of my friends said, so you're going to be able to go to the restroom and it's going to be open and basically going to be sit on the couch and then look over and use the restroom? I'm like, no, not at all. There's going to actually be a door here, and it's going to probably be a cheap Bourne style door. So I think a Bourne style door would be perfect here. And then if I do it right, hopefully I can have cubby holes inside of the door itself. So when it goes this way, you know, they have cubby holes. And then in the bathroom, when you close it like this, you wouldn't see it. But if you opened it, you'd have all these like toiletries or whatever like that in there. And then since this has like a little pocket, I was going to make like a little pocket in there. Like a little pocket right here. to where a little cubby space where you can put stuff in there, like small little things in there, just so I can have little things. So in the next, I'm gonna go ahead on and move this around to there, and I'm gonna kind of move this forward. So this is gonna be like the kitchen area right now. It's just set up as a workbench in here. So this is all my scraps from, or basically I'm like, hey, what can I do with this kind of stuff? But the drywall, I think I'm gonna I don't think I'm gonna use it. It's cheap enough to take drywall and plus I thought, oh, I'll be cheap. And I like on this roof, if you just look at this roof, the ceiling, you kind of see why I kind of like, oh, well, I'll take these pieces and pop them and put them together. And I didn't know that drywall is cheap. Drywall is the cheapest material I think you can buy. So I did all this freaking work doing this when I could have just did that. But if you notice the ceiling, I kind of did my own little thing with it. I wanted this to kind of have the alternate, so I can have like something. Some people may not like it. Some people may be like, wow. But the whole idea is my grandparents, they have circles in their ceilings, and it's so cool. So I want to do this kind of circle things in the texture going all the way around there. And then come swinging around over here too. So the reason being, so when you come in, the first thing you're going to end up seeing is the ceiling. And so it'd be cool to have that on there. And if I find some 3D print that's cheap, it'd be cool to put some like 3D, I don't know, artwork or something up there or something that's just like really makes it pop. Like when you walk into a Chinese restaurant, you know how they have the ceiling? That'd be kind of cool. I kind of did want to do something with some recess, but I'm really thinking about getting some LED lights. My son refused to let me do it. But I was going to take the light, the strips, and just run them through here. And there's little cracks in here. So what would happen is I would have the lights alternating, or you have to change color. So you would get these lights kind of coming in and out behind there. I'm probably going to do it anyway. I'm just not, man. So anyway, I was talking about. So this over here is going to be my the kitchen table is going to be right here. The kitchen table. The kitchen sink's going to be right there. The plumbing's already ran. As far as PEX goes, it hasn't been tested. Before I start doing all this, I want to test the PEX. So I already have lines going for the shower, lines going for the toilet, and lines going for the sink. And contemplating putting in a dishwasher, but I don't know. But I had to put in this window. I'm gonna go ahead and move this. But my friend had already gave me a plant. So the plant's in here. My son took that lamp from my mom's, which is going back in her house. She's right next door. And we end up putting in this window here to make it, you know what I'm saying, as far as a place where, you know, you can look out the window and wash dishes, as far as open up the window and have see what's going on around you. And of course, I think I could fit through there, because even with the faucet or whatever, I probably could fit through there. And then over here, I've decided I was originally going to have an ice box right here. But I've decided I'm going to get either a small, like, college one, not the little short ones, but the little tall one. And then put it in over there, because it's just an open space anyway. And then down here, it's going to be, they're still going with my idea to have pretty much an island that shoots out, a peninsula that shoots out here. But it's going to actually fold down. And then the hot water heater is going down here, where my firefighter gear is. And, which I need to get out of here. But anyway, well, you get out of here, whatever. And then I have yet to run the pipes yet, the plumbing system for the septic or whatever. So the septic tank's over there. But you can't see it, but it's that direction. So I'm going to run it out to there. And that's pretty much. And last but not least is my puppy dog. It's my son's puppy dog. And she's having a baby. Look at her. She knows the love's looking at her. She's like, what are you doing? She's at her puppy. So I told her she could have her puppies here, but she didn't. She ended up having it in my mom's house. And then the kids kept playing or whatever. And my son was like, oh. He's pretty much, his mama gave him the dog or whatever. So since he lives with me now, the dog's, I guess, ours. So I said, yeah, you can stay in here. So during the day, she gets air conditioning, so at the hard part of the day, puppies don't turn into puppy boiling, whatever. So I fire up the AC for them, and then at night I close everything down, all the windows. The windows are kind of cool because like they're low to the ground, so I can open it up, and she uses it as basically as a doggy door. So she's in there. But that's my little tour so far. Pretty much. Look at my face. But anyway, that's what we're doing with the tiny house right now, and oh yeah, I told you what to do on the couch. So I'm still, yeah, I told you guys everything basically gonna do, except for one thing I didn't tell you, and I'm gonna tell you now. So I'm gonna spin this around. So I'm gonna do it very slowly, so you don't get sick. But what I'm going to show you is the floor in the living room. So hopefully you're not getting sick from this. 360. We're not ready. All right, so the floor over there is, hopefully be to God, we'll be able to have carpet in the living area. So, but I want to do something else. I'm gonna have towel in the bathroom, okay, and then in the kitchen, I'm gonna have towel also. But as far as this walkway here, I want to have something called a floor. It's called a paperback floor, because I think the brown would fit perfectly and match everything. The browns are going to be the like I'm saying up here, on where the pretty much where the floor is for the, and also the ceiling for the living area, and it's gonna be stained, so you won't even know that it's pine, but it's gonna be stained. And then I think that would be so cool. But then I think the stained wood, reddish wood, around with the brownish floor would look really nice. With the this area here, that's gonna be the entertainment system. You're not gonna be able to see